Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and a very warm welcome if you're new. I know it's a bit late, but I still wanted to wish you all a happy new year. I hope 2025 will bring you a lot of love, kindness, and joy. I'm still working on my current doll project and it's a slow go because I had to wait for supplies, but in the meantime I decided to shift gears to another very exciting project that I can't wait to share with you guys today. Before we get into that though, I have two quick announcements. First, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while now, you'll notice that my mini-me looks a little different. In February, it was the 3-year anniversary of when I uploaded my first doll video on YouTube, and I felt like it was time for a change. You might remember that about 2 years ago, I also revamped my mini-me when the G3 dolls first came out. But back then, my wardrobe didn't include nearly as many pastels as it does now, and I wanted DollyAnna to reflect that change too. What do you think? Don't worry though, you'll still see the OG outfit and my other mini outfits on the channel every now and then. You may also notice that my intro is done in a slightly different way. For a while now, filming intros and outros have started feeling like a bit of a chore, which is bad because I don't want to dislike any part of my favorite hobby. So I ended up taking the time this month to photograph and cut out my mini-me so that I can use her more like a PNG tuber, if that makes sense. This makes the editing process more fun and less time consuming for me, and we get to have wacky backgrounds like this. My second announcement is that I'm introducing channel memberships here on YouTube. You absolutely don't need to join if you can't or don't want to. One of the best ways to support the channel will always be to like, comment on, and share my videos. But if you wanted to support my channel even further, and you want to access exclusive membership perks, you could become a member now. We have 3 tiers available, and because I love bubbles, I named them accordingly. The Pop tier will give you access to custom loyalty badges next to your name that change the longer you're a member, and emojis to use in the comment section and live chats. There will also be polls that only members will see and vote on, exclusive behind the scenes sneak peeks of projects I'm working on that I won't post anywhere else, and a shout out to members at the end of all my videos. Fizz tier members will have all those perks as well as access to a members only Discord server with me in it. This new Discord server will be for all Fizz tier members whether they make dolls or not. I'm planning to host fun events in there, like maybe game nights or movie nights. It should be a lot of fun. And finally, the Bubble tier includes everything from the Pop and Fizz tiers, but I'll also make shorts that only Bubble members can see. If you want to become a member, you can click the join button below. Okay, let's get into the video. With that out of the way, I bet you're wondering by now what today's video is about. Well, I made a book! I've had this idea for a little over a year now. If you watch this unboxing video, you'll know that my friend Lucia gave me this super cute cat notebook for doll planning, and it gave me the idea to make a book where I could plan, design, and sketch out characters for my dolls, all in one place. And I figured, since I'm already making one, I may as well make it available to you guys on Amazon too. Before I show you how I made it though, I want to mention quickly that I am aware that Dolly Mixtures made a similar sketchbook a while ago. I came to my idea independently and our books are very different in design, but I still sent them a message to make sure they would be okay with me doing this before I went ahead with it. I also gave both my friend Lucia and Lee a shout out in the book's introduction. I started by going on to good old Pinterest and looking for ideas. It's riddled with AI nowadays, but if you do a little digging, you can still find some great inspiration. I first looked for pretty pastel color schemes. I couldn't resist the temptation, and after finding a few, I put them into an Illustrator document and picked the colors I liked best between them. I wanted a kind of rainbow, so I chose mint green, light pink, purple, blue, yellow, and dark pink. I was super happy with it until I realized that it was RGB and the colors needed to be CMYK for printing. If you're not used to working digitally, RGB is the color mode used for screens, and you have a much bigger and brighter range of colors. CMYK is used for printing, but it's much more limited and it tends to be really dull. You can see here I'm doing my best to get the colors less muddy, but eventually I gave up on the green and purple. With CMYK, the closer you are to cayenne, magenta, yellow, and black, the brighter your colors will be. So I settled on yellow, blue, light pink, and dark pink, and imported all my inspiration pictures to my mood board. I want the general look and feel of the book to be soft, cute, and happy. I also want to make a cover inspired by dress-up games. I used to play these online a lot when I was younger, and I loved starting with what is essentially a blank canvas and building up a character. I feel like with what I'm planning for the book, this just fits. I also want to incorporate crafting and doll making supplies somehow, and since I tend to draw digitally most of the time, I also want there to be some retro computer elements as well. With my mood board done, I need to decide what to actually put in the book itself. I really like planning things in advance, like what to work on every day for my dolls, so let's include a year planner, a page for New Year's resolutions, monthly planners, pages to plan characters or dolls and add inspiration pictures, and pages to actually draw your character, which would include a bunch of templates to work from if you don't want to draw them from scratch. Next, I can plan out the book cover with a rough sketch. The games I used to play always had a doll or a character on one side, and then a closet filled with clothes and hair and stuff that you could dress them up with on the other side. So I'm trying to emulate that. I'm also planning very roughly where the text on the cover should go. With the sketch done, we can go back in with some proper line art to draw everything better. Most of the cover will be taken up by the closet, but for places where the rest of her room peeks out, I wanted the angle to be right, so this is me trying to figure out the perspective for her room. I also decided to add a little frilly border to the top of the page, in case I needed some blank space for the book title later. And now that we're done drawing, we can add those colors we chose earlier. This still took quite a bit of experimenting and switching colors around to see what works best against which color, but I'm really happy with how they came out. I even snuck in some references to my mini Anna. Let me know in the comments if you spot them. I decided to call this book the DollyPlanner. It feels like it matches my channel's name, and it says exactly what this book is meant for. When it came to rendering the text, I took inspiration from how I did the branding for my channel, which is why you'll see me scroll down and look at my logo every now and then. I was planning on making the inside of the planner black and white at first, so here I am drawing a little sketch with just black outlines and solid black for the shadows. I don't hate my initial page designs, and I even went so far as to add all the text to them and stuff. But after a few days I was looking at them and I decided I could do better. I've been planning this project for such a long time, and I wanted it to be something you guys could enjoy too, so I didn't want to settle for any less than my very best. So I redid everything in color this time. I even added shading to all the little details, and I like it a lot more now. I feel like the inside actually matches the cover now. The pages still have plenty of white space though, because I want it to be the kind of book you can write and doodle and sketch in. At one point I wanted to draw what a cotton pad looks like after you wipe a doll's face, but it accidentally came out more like a very cursed egg, so I decided not to keep it in my planner. I know a lot of people don't do this, but because I like planning my doll year and doll month in advance, I made pages with blocks you can use as calendars if you need them. My partner also gave me the idea to draw this funny little snail and hide it on a random page without telling you guys where I put it. So if you buy the book, let me know when you find it. With all the designs finished, I am using a site called bookbolt to put it all together. This isn't sponsored or anything, I just found the site super easy to use and put everything together for self-publishing on Amazon. It gives you templates to work from for the cover and the pages, which is really nice. And once you've designed everything, it's as simple as importing it into the project and making sure it's the right size. You can see I'm dragging everything to the very edge of the page because I don't want there to be any white borders once it's printed. After that, I saved my project and registered for Amazon KDP. You might have heard about it by now, but you can self-publish a whole bunch of different books on Amazon. This process was really easy too. It's essentially just a form where you type things in like the author's name, a description, etc. You'll notice here I made the book 7 by 10 inches. A while back I had a poll on Instagram and YouTube asking you guys which size of sketchbook you prefer, but some of you like them bigger and others like them smaller, so I ended up choosing a kind of in-between size. I hope that works for you. I was very tempted to make the cover matte, but after some research it seemed like the glossy covers print better. Finally, you just have to upload the cover and manuscript, the ones I saved from bookbolt. Amazon takes a while to process everything and check the sizing, but after that it shows you a preview of what your book is going to look like, so you can scroll through and make sure there aren't any issues. The preview loads really slowly though. One downside I came across is that you can't really choose the price of your book. Amazon gives you a minimum you're allowed to charge based on their printing costs and everything. And because this first version is a hardcover, it came out way more expensive than I'd hoped. So while it was in review, I decided to rework my design so I could offer you guys a cheaper paperback version as well. The process for uploading it was the exact same, and Amazon luckily keeps all the information from the previous version, so it went quickly. The paperback version will have the same quality paper as the hardcover, and it will be the same size. I realized while editing this that I chose matte for this cover though, so it will be interesting to see how they compare color-wise. With everything uploaded, you can see the price for this one did come out at least a bit cheaper, which made me happy. It's still more expensive than I would have liked to charge for it, but because it's a pretty chunky planner, I'm not sure how else to cut down on the cost. I feel like the only way would be with a black and white interior. So let me know if you guys would want that. I want this to be as affordable for you as possible. It took a week or two, but eventually Amazon let me know that they're both available for purchase now. The listing looks so official. I ordered myself a paperback author copy just to make sure it looks okay, and here it is! It came out better than I expected, honestly. Keep an eye out on the channel, cause I'll absolutely be using it from now on. If you guys decide you'd like to purchase one for yourself, I'll leave the link for you in the description below. It's absolutely not necessary. Like I said, I mostly wanted to do this for myself because I know it's something I'll get use out of. But if you do decide to get one, please let me know how you like it and tag me in socials or something if you take pictures of your character designs. I would love to see all of your creations. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching! There's over 3,000 of you guys now, and I want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you. I have a lot of fun stuff planned for the channel this year. With my DollyPlanner done, I'm going to get back into the doll project I've been working on, and depending on how much you guys end up liking her, it may become a series. I've also been gaming with my partner and my friends, so you can head over to my second channel and keep an eye out for gaming content there if that's something you enjoy. If you liked this video and you think I deserve it, please leave me a big old-fashioned thumbs up below and comment a snail emoji if you got this far into the video. And if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button, stick around, and as always, stay golden! I'll see you next time!